Here we go. Right. Here we go. Week 7 of the Lotus 79 race here at the Nordschleife. I am trying to survive. So starting at the back. Car number 7. 7 laps. As I say, I'm doing this one because I just want to try and survive this. I don't know if anyone's gone out yet at all. Don't know if any freebies at all. I know probably the relatives is there, but I need to press a few buttons and I need to wait for the long straight before I do anything. Before I see chat as well. Had to reboot my computer quick before the race. Just to show I didn't see the issue earlier. I didn't see that the standings and the proper relative wasn't working until it's a little bit late, but luckily just in time for the race. There we go. We'll find out. Well, oh, we're in the pits already. 17th place in the pits, car number 15. He's already either towing or just going in the pits. Actually, must be towing because he can't get to the pits yet. Only half around the lap. So that could be a freebie already. Providing I last, of course. And hopefully we'll have by the fast straight I should be able to turn everything else on, including the standings. And then maybe the proper relative even. I did have a go at this on Wednesday, but I think maybe I was just overdriving. But also I had an incident where someone crashed in front. I checked up and the guy behind me did clips of my back rear, my rear spoiler, and it caused damage. So from then on in I was locking up, the car was locking up and all sorts. It's It wasn't good. I thought the car was pretty much okay, but obviously that wasn't the case. And that corner, I've turned in too early that corner most times, and a couple of times Wednesday I turned in way too early and clipped off the curb and went off into the guardrail, which wasn't good. Okay, well I can see chat now, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have to initialise the standings and proper relative. May have to do something next lap. It may have worked. Oh, 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 oh. Is it still not working, Tango Steps? I mean, obviously the long straight I can do things. Okay, cheers, Tango Steps. Hopefully I'm still racing by the time you come back. More in the pits. So we was at P18 last time round, but I think we may have made a couple more places up from freebies maybe. It depends on the incidents people had that are in the pits now, so could be up to 16th. Or even 50. Deliberately try not to overdrive the car. So hard not to do that, but So, I wonder what position we'll be when we cross the line this time. 18th last time round. They've made a few more places up, I think. Oh, that's my bad corner there with the curb. Gotta be careful with that. Okay, so getting towards the end of lap 2. With any luck you're going to have standings and relative back. P13. Oh, thanks, Macintosh. Whew, yeah, it's a shame that. I think it was to do the computer originally, maybe Windows Update, but still, there we go. So we're in P13, but I think we're better than that even. I don't know if you can see, but I think the person that was in third has towed as well, maybe? So we could be P12. If we can finish this race, there's a good chance we may be even top 10, but we'll have to see. Top 10 would be my ultimate, I think. I know I'm kind of a 7, but this is a very tricky track to survive, let alone race fast, and I'm not quick here. I think I probably should have entitled the stream something to do with my slowness of both the tracks I'll be racing tonight. I was catching someone last lap, but I think that person has since had an issue. So just when I started catching a few people, they decided to crash. So a bit of a lonely race up to now. Maybe if some people in front have cars that are not in 100% A1 working condition, I may be able to start catching maybe, but I think this track really is not about wheel-to-wheel racing. It's more about keeping the car out of the barriers. It's just surviving, really. Survival is the key. As this race is going on, simultaneously Howard is racing in the Lotus, no, on the Lotus, racing in the IndyCar IIS series. Don't know how he's getting on, but hopefully he's doing well. That is the car track combo that I will be participating in after this. Not the IIS, but the IndyCar series. And well, Indianapolis road course is definitely not an easy one for me. I don't believe that there'll be any guys slower than me on pace. I'm going to do a little bit of practice as much as I can between the end of this race and the start of the IndyCar race, and hopefully we can get our pace then up and we're comfortable enough to not bin it really. Aye, P8, good stuff, thank you. Oh, P5's had an incident. P5's had some trouble. He's now only 35 seconds up the road, so I think he is definitely having trouble. I'm gaining on him quite quickly as well. So that could be another possible place. So this is lap 3 of 7. I don't know if Howard knows I'm racing this. I guess he doesn't know. I don't think I mentioned it. There was some talk about me possibly doing a back-to-back IIS in IndyCar, but in the end I felt I had to try this again to try and survive it. That's the guy, I think. That's the one. Oh, that's that curb again. I must avoid that curb. Okay, so getting towards the end of lap 3. Long straight. I feel feels a bit strange me not having to change anything on the front straight, not tweaking anything. Probably crash now, nothing to do. Oh, I could have a drink. Oh, need that. Right, so I can see P10 in the pits. Chris, calibrate. So, and we've passed Yanni, so that is at least 11th place up for grabs. May even be top 10. There we go. So we are currently top 10, yes, P10, which is great. Now, the only thing I want to do is right from the start is basically survive. So 4 laps, well, nearly 3.5 laps are on. So it's we're not quite half distance, almost half distance in another quarter of a lap. So just got to really concentrate and keep it on the road, out of the barriers. And not over push as well, because you start to get too comfortable sometimes, and you think you can go faster than you really can, over pushing it. And although I feel myself at a few corners and a few places in the track going slightly quicker maybe, I mustn't go mad and just start throwing complete caution to the wind and having an incident with my car as a consequence. So that's as late as I want to brake there without having any issues. Just going to be really careful. Oh, another one in the pits. Is that P3? Everyone in P3's got a curse, I think. That could be another place. We could be up to P9 now. So this is definitely a different type of race. This season in the Lotus 79, it's all about having some battles, catching people, avoid being caught by people. And literally this race at the Nordschleife, Nürburgring, is literally all about survival. Nothing else. Keeping the car off the wall. Just survival, basically. Survival is the aim of the game here. So we're still currently P10. So I'm just getting a little bit concerned if I'm going a bit quicker around certain bends, that I might go a little bit too fast. So occasionally just got to keep myself in check, make sure. Where's this left hand? Is it here? It's a left hander somewhere where I just ramp off it. Could be this left-hander here. No, it's not. No, it's not there. Might have had it already. It might be this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. Not sure what that person was saying, but who knows, it could have been another issue for someone. So yeah, so it says P10 at the moment, but we do know that there was a guy that was P3 that's now showing us P9, so unless he comes out of the pits in the next 20 or 30 seconds or so, looks like we're going to be in P9. Whether it will display after at the end of this lap or not, because he may have towed and not sure, or he might have driven in. Okay, so this will be the end of 4 laps. We can chalk off 4 laps in a moment once we cross the line, with 3 to go. Well over halfway now, a fair bit over halfway. Okay, we've taken P9. Slightly quicker lap time. It's not essential, as I say, but it'll be nice, I think, to get under 6:30. But if it comes, it comes. I'm not going to push it. That's how. That's what leads to disaster at this track. So Edward's still in the pits, so we've got a nice lead over him, so good chance of keeping my place the longer he stays in there. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're safe now. As long as we don't bin it, we are P9 at least, as long as we don't bin it. Whew, right. Looking for any relative, for anyone going a little bit slowly. Can't see anyone having any issues at the front of the in front of me for the first at least 3 places in front of me. Everyone seems to be going at a reasonable pace. I think I'm just, the difference between my attempt on Wednesday and today, I just think I'm being more careful, a little bit more cautious around pretty much all the corners. Especially the corners I know are possible disaster corners for me. Trying to place the car with precision, as much precision as I can. Anyway. Aha, I think I spot a guy in the pits. Bjorn. I think he came on the comms a few minutes back. I wasn't sure whether he had binned it or had a slight issue, but I got a feeling he might have damaged his car because he's in the pits. Bjorn, car number 13, so we could possibly take that position, which would be, I believe, P8, the same as Hauer is currently in this IndyCar race, IIS. So we'll have to wait and see when we cross the line. With 2 laps to go after this one, I think we're going to be P8. But we'll certainly see and wait with bated breath. Okay, so we are P8, I believe. It still says 9 on the relative, but and probably the standings. However, I can literally see P8, or who was P8 last lap, in the pits. I just passed him a little while ago, and he has just exited out the server. So if I can keep this car going to the end now for these last remaining lap and 3/4, 7/8, I will be at least P8, which is brilliant news. Starting to get a little bit excited because that is beyond my wildest dreams for the result of this race. Literally at this stage I do not know if there is anyone behind me actually running. There could well be people repairing damage and preparing to go out for the last part of the last lap or so. So I've got to be really careful about finishing the race, just in case. If I bin it on this lap, for example, it's a possibility that someone behind me might be able to repair their car and come back and beat me. So, as far as I know, I don't have all the data in front of me, but there's always a chance that risk. But yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I got a 6:27 last lap, which is pretty good for me. In fact, I would go as far as saying that was a PB lap for sure in this car track combo. Don't want to push it anymore though. Like push it, I just want to so it's not easy to turn and brake and do all those special things. Must survive. Must survive. I can see P5, P6 and P7 on the relative anyway, not actually in front of me obviously. There are some 1 minute 15, 1 minute 20 odd seconds ahead of me. Okay, so the leader has apparently already started his last lap. I'm quite a way behind that, but he won't lap me unless I absolutely total the car. And how are people? Oh yeah, so the thing about how I've noticed in some of his races, he does seem to go, I don't know whether he's more economical on fuel, but he seems to go longer than most people in races. Therefore, some people, you can join his race and think he's higher up than he really is, because he was P3 when he pitted, but probably net P6 or 7 or something like that when he comes out. but we'll see. Looking forward to seeing the result of Howard's IIS. It was between IIS and this race, but as I say, I desperately wanted to try and finish a Nordschleife Lotus 79 race for this season and get some points on the board. And then after this race I will think about the IndyCar race, but another track which I will struggle at, but I'll just have to try my best and see if I can survive that one. That's my worst. That's it. That's the one, isn't it? Oh, that is literally the curb. That's the curb of death for me. And I clipped it just, but I managed to survive. I did actually have to take a 1x though. But that is pretty much what I did on Wednesday when I unfortunately didn't get very far in my race. That's why it didn't make it to YouTube, because there's nothing to see really, unfortunately. There was too much damage and I literally couldn't drive. Couldn't pit for no repairs to be taken. The car was absolutely, yeah, too much damage. But yep, so I survived that one. See what I said earlier about someone coming out the pits? You can see P10 has come out the pits, and he's going to mop up my position basically on anyone else that crashes on the white flag last lap. And here we go, just about to start the last lap, getting the white flag. So yeah, Edward behind in P10. He's gonna, saying that, I think I didn't really spot this first time round, but I think he is behind the leader. So cancel that, I think we're okay. But still, and we've got another freebie, have we? I think we've got another freebie. Maybe two. We're P6, oh my goodness, we're P6. Like, you can't really afford to look for too long at the relative, otherwise you're in the war. But we are suddenly in P6. My goodness. We've missed some shenanigans. We're so far behind some of the guys that they're crashing and we're not seeing the crash, or even seeing their car a minute or two ahead of us crashing, relative going down. So wow. Yeah, gonna bring it home. Gotta focus, bring it home. You're right there, Macintosh. Oh, if I could get P6 though, wow. And completing all 7 laps, that was my primary target tonight for this race, is actually to complete all 7 laps. Just got one more lap and one more time to avoid my infamous curb corner where I clip that curb and break the car sometimes. Really, really gotta be careful. I think Tango Steps, when he finishes dinner, he won't believe it. He'll come back and I'll be in P6. He'll be, I think, surprised is the word. Slightly shocked. I mean, I do know this track relatively well. I've driven it on other games and sims over the years. Mainly Grand Prix Legends, and yeah, so it's pretty much the same layout. But not with this combo, I don't think. It's a bit different to some of the cars I've driven this in. It's all the corners are hurtle towards you that little bit quicker. I don't think I've been in a car that does it in 6 minutes. 6:30 for me. I don't think I've driven a Formula 1 car here in iRacing. I think I would have remembered. Okay, so got to focus here. Where's P5? P5's not on my relative. I'm starting to get worried about that. Well, not worried. Slightly confused. Can anyone tell me anything about P5? It's not showing on my relative for some reason. Unless it's already finished. Maybe those guys are already finished. P5 in the pits. Ooh. Okay. Oof. Now, question is, did he drive into the pits, or? So there's a chance we could get P5. He may have just driven into the pits, of course. Yeah, I probably did actually, because probably it was finished. But I'll tell you what, I'll be over the moon with P6. Anything will be a bonus, but I think, yeah, I think he probably did finish actually. So, I think probably second, and he probably didn't carry on going around the track, and like second, third, and fourth probably carried on driving a little bit around the track. I think that's why it looked to me as though 5 had gone out. Whoops! That's my dodgy corner again. Oh. I thought I knew the track, but I mean, it's just that corner. Every time, that is the corner that kills me. I had to take another 1x there, the same place I did last lap. Come on, Ben. Bring it home, please. That is my nemesis corner with that curb. Actually, someone even in chat the other night said that before I did damage it, and before I hit it once and then maybe twice, he said I was close to hitting it every time, or going over it nearly every lap. It's like, it's definitely my nemesis. Right, here we go. So, looking like P6, guys. So, absolutely over the moon with P6. Just got to bring it home now. The last 30 seconds or so of the lap. Can't believe this. I was beginning to think this could never happen. I could actually complete a full Nordschleife race in the Lotus 79. But here we go. I've only gone and done it. Ah, the relief. The actual sheer relief. And it is P5. He did tow. Oh my goodness. I've got P5.
Very good job.
That is incredible. I am shocked beyond belief. So he did crash on the last lap, right near the end by the look of it. Wow. Oh. Yes. I nearly died twice. Same corner I always nearly crash at. Over that curb. Thank you, Shepherds of Commerce. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cheers, Macintosh. Ah, I just survived it, finally. Survived the Nordschleife in the Lotus 79. I am just so happy with that. Whew. How long does it take the results to come up normally? That is an absolute grind, and that sounds silly, but so much concentration required for that. The results are in, so let's bring up the results on the screen. Ooh, as I say, this is definitely a race where you don't get so much wheel-to-wheel battling, racing. So there were actually 21 people registered for this. This is split 2 of 2. Didn't get into top split. Car number 7. Started in P7. But we didn't start in P7. We started from the pits because we had some computer problems and started from the pits quite a bit down, actually. Well over a minute down the leader, I think it was. So yeah, so that was a brilliant result for me. P5. Goodness, my new PB is 6:27. God, I've got to remember that and try and beat it. Obviously everybody is quicker than me. I thought that would be the case. Some people didn't make a lap or recorded a lap on their race. So that's what you got to do, though. You just got to stick with it. I did get those 2 incidents with the 2 over that curb twice. My nemesis curb almost killed me twice. That got me on Wednesday before I even started. 73 championship points. Got 42 I rating. That's a gain of 42 to 1875. That's quite good. Getting it back up there where it should be, and got some safety back after a bit of a disaster in the last one. So that's good. Really, really pleased with that. Yeah, so that's it. I've done it. I've completed it. So on to next week, week 8. So that was week 7 done and dusted. Week 8 is Belle Isle, Detroit. I do like that track, and I think I might have raced it in the Lotus 79. Not totally sure, but I do quite like that track. Just stay away from the walls. Not as long as this one, that's for sure. Bit of almost like the opposite of this track, really. But yeah, see you next week.